So I think my hair's getting bigger and bigger every video. Hey everyone! I was just thinking today, just to have a little check, what we all do. We all checking up on people, just even though you might not speak to these people and vice versa or whatever. But I was just looking around on my social media pages and just obviously checking if certain people have unfollowed me or blocked me. I mean, I don't do this all the time, but obviously because of losing a long-time friend recently, it appears that I've been blocked. So yeah, I went on the good old little Twitter, and found out that the old friend had blocked me, and it kind of got me thinking, like everything usually does. And so I put it into a video. Yeah, it got me thinking about being blocked, and is it childish? Is it safe? Is it the best thing possible? What do you think? So obviously there was feelings there in terms of a friendship, nothing romantic, but there are feelings there when you have a friend. So when you are doing a little bit of, if you're Facebook stalking, Twitter stalking, Instagram stalking, whatever you might be doing, it's still a feeling that you hope they're all right. Well, that's what I do it for. I won't lie, I do Google or I do stalk some of my exes just to check if they're all right and see if they're happy. Obviously, I wouldn't reach out to them, not anymore. But just it's like a human thing, and if anyone says they don't do it, it's a complete lie, because everyone does it. It's just something about our psyche, I think, that it just makes us interested and makes us want to stalk them. So say for example, when I used to go out with this guy called Ben, he'd moved to Shanghai and things like that, and I was so upset because obviously my actions did have consequences, and obviously I ended up losing him. However, I did used to stalk him. I wanted to know he was all right. I wanted to make sure he was happy, and I've seen his relationship evolve on Instagram. Obviously, I don't follow him because it's that's just going over the line, I think. However, I do think to see him happy is great, because he looks way more happy than he ever probably would have been with me. So it's great for that bit. So there's ex-boyfriends, there's also friends. So for my example, I was just checking my Twitter and saw that I'd been blocked by this old friend and said friend. And yeah, I kind of think it's weird. Obviously a few friends have discussed it with me and things like that, and obviously I think because obviously when I said that the friendship the ball was in his court and things like that, and the fact that nothing was made just goes to show that it wasn't really a good friendship in the end. It was kind of everything that I thought he validated by doing this. So I just think it's really I get it, but it's swings and roundabouts, I think. It's kind of why block them, but then also get, for example, your family members to block me as well. I do find that quite, catty. However, if you are going to do this, if you are going to block someone, I have blocked my exes before and friends, because I actually just don't want them to have that power. And by power, I do mean the fact that you could be having a fantastic day. You could be loving life, you could be doing everything that you wanted to do because they're not in your life anymore, and then out of the blue, a friend or an ex-boyfriend could message you, and they just know. They know that they have some slight kind of radar that literally they know that you're happy. And literally, even though you might be happy in that moment and in your life at that moment in time, or in general, they will have the power to knock you off course, and sometimes message them back, sometimes you stalk them, sometimes this whole kind of eruption of feelings and past emotions comes back, and I don't think that anyone has the right to do that. So blocking is good to some level. One question is though, should you be really affected by the blocking? Should you really be affected by, oh, someone's blocked me? I know that some people get blocked on Twitter by celebrities when they harass them and stuff like that, and vice versa, and it all gets a little bit dramatic. However, I kind of feel like it's like a band-aid. You have it on and just rip it off, literally rip it off and get rid. So in terms of blocking people, I think it's healthy. However, it's the uncomfortable thing where you have to unblock if you become friends again. However, I personally, hand on heart, do not think I'll be friends with my old friend anymore, because I get a really I'm really happy now. Things have dramatically changed in terms of how I am on nights out and around people and around like putting myself first, but also making sure that the people who I love and adore and cherish and their emotions like come first as well. But they balance out with the kind of mutual communication between us both. So if I was going to have a conversation with my friends now, it's not all about one person and how negatively they're doing on their life. Not saying that what they were doing was negative, because they might not even know, but I deemed it as negative from my personal opinion. So to get that thing straight. I'm also glad that when I'm blocked, it's usually me who has all the pictures on Facebook and things like that. So if I am blocked, then they don't get their pictures anymore. So remember that. I know it sounds really childish, and I know I'm a 30-year-old man, and I'm actually talking about being blocked, but it was just kind of shocking, because like the last message was like, obviously the ball's in your court, let's speak about it in like due course. And even one of my friends was like, if I lost a friendship with you, Kyle, I literally would try everything in my power to get you back. And obviously it's not the way it's gone down in this particular way, but I just love how everyone who this said friend is friends with has unfollowed me and probably blocked me, but I'm not going to search for that because that's just weird. However, this person has not blocked or unfriended all the people that he met through me. So again, it's the whole thing like social climber and things like that. I kind of think that if you're going to get rid of one person because you like feel like you had negative energy or the friendship just ended, you haven't made any effort with any of the other people who you met through me. So technically you should do the same, because like they don't really hang around with you at all. And yeah, I just think that's how it should be, because if you want to remove someone completely, remove all sense of that self, because I don't really see that person hanging around with these people, because you didn't make any effort when we were friends with these people. So why would you make an effort now? A little bit confusing, don't you think? It also reminds me of, do you know, like back in the day when, I mean, it's not really like blocking, but it's the same passive aggressiveness that I kind of like, makes me cringe. But do you know when you used to put on MySpace, your top friends, and then you used to like flick friends and things like that? I used to like, oh, I'll put him number 1 today and then him number 2. And I do think it's actually done in a nasty way. Like it's never done just by pure, oh, I didn't know I changed my friends. But yeah, it kind of makes me feel like that. So when I do get blocked, it's kind of funny. Mind you, I don't get blocked all the time. So I mean, I think it takes a lot for someone to be blocked, right? Unless you just don't want to see anything about them. But if you're going to do that, don't be friends with the friends that they're friends with, because they'll be tagged in photographs, they'll be tagged in things that they're doing. So technically, if you want to get rid, just get rid of everyone, because, I mean, you've got your friends, I got my friends that you never paid any attention to. And you can call this video petty, you can call it childish, but it's an honest statement of how I feel about being blocked. And yeah, block away, but also block everyone else that you met through me, because there's no real point of grasping onto straws there, isn't there not? Because kind of on my side. So yeah, anyways, obviously I think my chest hair is a little bit too long at the moment. But yeah, peace and love. Remember, if you want to like the video, you can like the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, click the subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified by new videos, because I'm doing a lot more nowadays, just click the little bell button in the side. Which side? Who knows? And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace and love. Stay strong, and don't let the haters bring you down. Mwah! Love you all.